Howdy doody everybody, my name is KevGuuey and welcome back to Sakura Magical Girls. The last episode, you can click on the eye on the top of the video to watch the previous episode to get caught up. I wanted to have a moment to speak with you, boy. What's the matter? It's you. Have no words to offer me? The water streams down her dark skin, hardly obscuring her figure. Oh, I mean, water is not supposed to obscure her figure. Her smile is even more sultry than before. That impressive chest of hers is only obscured by the flowing locks of her dark red hair. I lose myself in the sight for a moment. Oh my, you're making me feel embarrassed. Are you sure you feel that? You're staring at me with such lustful eyes. Not that I mind. Well, see? I snap out of it. Why are you here? Yeah. You asked out of every lady who's having a shower? Well, I kind of got pulled into here, so yeah. My body gets awfully dirty, you know. Uh-huh. I can, I guess see that, maybe, because since you're showering. She says that as one of her hands begins to slip down the side of her thigh. That isn't what I meant. I know it wasn't. It's just fun to see that flustered look on your face, boy. Since you did a good job on your trial, I just thought to myself, maybe I could reward you somehow. Reward me how? Good pets get rewards, you know. Alright, first of all, I'm not your pet, and stop calling me boy. What? What kind of reward? Oh, does that interest you? Where is that little defiant streak that you had before? She makes her chest sway a little bit. Does a woman just have to show you a little skin to make you obedient? Well, I mean, I already saw, Yuki's, and, yeah, yeah. You're just blah. You're calling me freaking boy and all that. I don't like that. Go away. Shoo. You really are easy, you know. That's more than a little skin you're showing. Ah, there it is. You're no fun unless you try to actively resist me. Stop mocking me. He begins giggling. I'm liking you more and more, boy. Why don't you step in the shower with me? Yeah, about that. I don't know. You're kind of evil, I think, so no. We can get to know each other a little better. That irresistible force is pulling me in again, but it stops right before I enter the shower. Your mouth was saying no, but you were really saying yes. Well, you're kind of pulling me towards you, so yeah, it's still definitely no. She giggles again. I'm just teasing you. I figured. Is the view not reward enough for you, boy? I just stare again. That is what I thought. Work a little harder, we might be able to get you something a little more. Yeah, work harder? Not for you, though. Satisfying. Right. Now go on, back to work, boy. Well, after she's finished showering, she steps out. Oh, here you are. It was good of you to wait for me, boy. I'd tell you to stop with the boy thing, but it would just encourage you. That's right. I'm asserting my dominance over you already. As if that's going to happen. Yeah, it's not gonna happen. Your tongue is still so sharp. How cute. I could just pinch your cheek. I'm not going to get away from her if I keep getting baited into these dumb conversations. Ugh. Let's change to a different topic. There must be a reason why you're here. Did you want to say something to me? Just checking to see how you're doing. After all, you have been through such a terrible trial. Was it that terrible? I mean, all I had to do was go left or go right. It wasn't that hard. To say the least. I know that they said that forests were alive, but that one sure headed out for me. Since when does bark become slippery if you touch it? Moss, maybe? I don't know. Well, actually, no, moss would be on stone. I think that whole trial could have gone a lot better. Could have, should have, did not. But, I still passed it, so what's the problem? It doesn't matter. Now then, on to a more important topic. Still interested in sharing the job with me? No. I'm still undecided about that, which is a no. Those two girls seem to have taken a liking to you, so I can understand why you're hesitant. They haven't convinced you that I'm evil though, have they? The way you do stuff, I'm pretty sure you're evil. Not at all. Good, I would hate for you to share their narrow-minded ways. What exactly happened between all of you anyway? I've had several moments in my life that put me on a different path to those two. I have done the same training as them. I simply could not bring myself to believe in it. Really? Love has its uses, but destruction alone is not the right solution. But wait, destruction alone? That notion has caused a lot of friction, that is for certain. She seems like a bit of a pariah when I look at her. I don't think she's incorrect in her ideas, but I don't think the other two are necessarily incorrect either. Why so curious, boy? Wanting to get to know me before I take your virginity? Whoa, whoa, whoa! We're not going there yet. I'm not a virgin! Only a virgin would so loudly deny that you're a virgin. What? So if I say it right now, I'm not a virgin, then does that just, you know, say that I'm a virgin? That doesn't make any sense. I swear, boy, you're far too easy to tease. Why don't you make this a bit more challenging for me? I'm almost grinding my teeth. Calm down, calm down. You need to learn to take a little bit of teasing, boy. Having such an easily bruised ego is not befitting of a man. I need to finish cleaning in here, so get the F out of here. So do you mind leaving? Oh, had enough for one day? Yes. What a blunt answer. Very well. Remember that I can take you out of this terrible job anytime you like. The offer will always be open. Thanks, but I'll be fine without you. I can't tell my dad that I quit or anything like that. There's no way that the manager wouldn't tell him. You certainly are dedicated to mopping floors and making beds, boy. Not like I have a choice in the matter. Oh, but you do. He walks up to me and gives me a lick on the cheek. Alright, I don't want no mono from you. Don't give me mono, please. I recoil from her. Hey, keep your tongue to yourself, you. So bashful. Look at those eyes. You really must be a virgin. Leaves the room with a confident stride. And then I kick her away out the door. All I can do is sit there and fume. Don't you dare make fun of me. That woman's such a pain. Yep, she is definitely a big pain in the butthole. I'm on my way to work now. After what I experienced yesterday, I don't think I'll ever complain about cleaning again. Even that manager is bearable compared to my new overlords. Wait, was that the first day or is it new day? What day is it? But he's an ugly, pudgy man in his 40s. I guess working with 3 girls is a bit nicer than that. Oh, good morning. Good morning. I wasn't expecting to see you this early on the rocks on this cliff. I just wanted to talk to you. Are you keen to start your job as a magician? I don't know. You don't know? Yeah, I just feel tired. Well, you did walk a long way through that forest. Thanks to someone in particular. At least it's over. But it's going to become tougher from here. It is? You're going to have to help us fight slimes and vine monsters. Are those the only things which pop up due to bad karma? Not the only things, but the most common. Oh no. And it's Evo, not bad karma. Alright, Evo. Good, you can't let Ayami's words deceive you. Why did she leave exactly? I don't want to talk about it right now. Sorry, Taichi. I just want to know. That's fine. I better change the topic then. So, how much does this magician job pay exactly? I'd say it's at least 10 times your current pay as a cleaner. That's insane! 10 times! Alright, so if I'm making $7, what's the minimum wage now? $8? $8 times 10. $80 an hour? Oh my goodness gracious. How so? Magicians are rare and they need to be well paid to do their work. Magical girls are a bit more common. Well, the job sounds like it has some pretty great benefits. What made you decide to become a magical girl apart from the pay? Well, I just thought it would be fun to do. How often do you get a chance to do something like this? Probably like never. Just think, magic is real, and it's powered by love. And the uniforms are so stylish too. Honestly, the benefits to the job are endless. Don't you think the uniforms look a little silly? Seriously, the uniforms are absurd. Although I'm not complaining about how revealing they are. They're not silly. They're woven from a maiden's love and resistant to the touch of evil itself. Well, I couldn't have expected her not to take this seriously. Wait, resilient to evil's touch, you know, who is it? The slimes, I think, got, the other magical girl's outfit off? I don't know how that happened then. I better not make too much commentary about it. The last thing I want to do is upset her. Alright. I wholeheartedly believe in our mission too. There's so much sadness in this world, and that grief is the source of all evil. If I can do something to destroy that sorrow, I will. Don't you think that if you are given a chance to serve a higher purpose, you have an obligation to see it through? I've never really been called to a higher purpose, so I wouldn't know. But you have, with Hikari and me. Believe me, Taichi, you will understand once you start working. What we do is important. How important exactly? I would say that our work ensures the continued survival of humanity as a species. The stakes are a bit high for my liking. Oh, come on. Not that bad. I don't know, I haven't worked as a magician before. Isn't this a job I'm not really qualified for? Seriously, I didn't even know that magic existed a short while ago. And now I'm being asked to go out and fight monsters with it. So much for a boring cleaning job. Ugh. Well, you can always try it and see how it works out, right? I think that you could become a great magician. Not really a career choice I thought about. Now could you in my circumstances? Then what did you think about? What did you want to be when you were growing up? I just go quiet as I reflect back on all of those years in school. I didn't really think of a career at all. Oh, so that's how you ended up here? Yep, in a minimum wage job I can't lose, a ton of debt to my dad, and a manager who won't get off my back. If you want an example of what bad decision making gets you, look no further. My life story can be summed up with 2 sentences. That's kind of depressing. I didn't know those were your circumstances. I'm sorry for being so insensitive. I get the impression that she's the sort of person who can't handle hurting other people's feelings. Aww. I'm tougher than I look, you know. You aren't going to hurt me with words. But I'm a magical girl, I should not hurt your feelings. So if I do anything to make you uncomfortable, please tell me. She really does take this job seriously. There's no need to make her anxious. You worry too much. You aren't going to offend me, just be yourself. That doesn't seem like much, but it's enough to reassure her. Thanks, Taichi. I knew that you were a good guy. I don't know what I did to give you that impression. You can't hide your true self from a magical girl. Believe me, we know exactly how you are feeling. I'm not big on invasions of privacy, you know. Not like that, don't be mean. Alright. But you get what I mean. I don't think you'll like what's floating around in my head. It can't be that bad. I guess you won't know until you look. It's then that I feel something sticky clinging to the sole of my shoe. Wait, are your shoes sticky too? What do you mean? Then that I look down to find something creeping up my leg. What the hell? The Taichi slime sneaked up on you. You shoved me out of the way. The slime quickly entangles her, preventing her from moving. Yuki! I tried to punch the damn thing, but it just flings me away. Damn! I crash onto the ground before stumbling back onto my feet. Yuki, don't worry. My mouth seems to go dry when I get a closer look at what the slime is doing to her. What is it exactly doing to her? Are slimes meant to do things like that? Like what? Is this the manifestation of bad karma? But don't look! I have to figure out a solution and fast. Well, what happened to Yuki just before was... I didn't think that existed outside of certain comics which I may or may not have read. But there you have it, it's real. She seems to be fine afterward, thankfully. Moving on from that, I'm helping to clean the pool today. The sun's blazing and I swear that I'm melting underneath the heat. Seeing the cool water lapping against the pool's edges, it makes me so frustrated. I just want to dive headfirst into it and lose myself in the water. I swear that stupid manager did this to me on purpose. Dang manager. Wiping the sweat from my brow, I had to suppress the urge to mutter to myself. Bet that you're watching me right now, you fat grease ball. Merciless sun continues to beam down on me, slowly sapping my strength with its sweltering heat. Damn. If only it was any day but today. I just want to dive in and forget about all of my troubles. But not today, I guess. Some sweat gets into my eyes. Damn it! Ah, it hurts! That's the worst. I can only blindly flail around. It's then that someone hands me a wet washcloth. Oh. Clean my face and get the sweat out of my eyes. Hey, thanks. It's no problem. Oh, it's Akari. Not a good time to be working out here, don't you think? Akari. Now where did you come from? I was looking for you, and I found you out here. Are you alright? I don't look that bad right now, do I? You look like you're going to shrivel up in the sun. A bit like a raisin. Oh, that's no good. Come on, it's time for you to take a break. But I can't really take a break right now. Then I hear something clinking. I then see a glass with ice cubes in it sitting in Hikari's hand. It looks like some sort of fruity tropical drink. Ooh. Okay, you win. Good, we don't need you overheating out here. I'm sure your boss won't mind if I just ask him nicely. Ask him nicely, you say? I have my methods. Do I really want to know? Maybe? But why did it get so quiet all of a sudden? That was weird. After getting out of the sun, I immediately downed the cold drink. I even threw up the ice cubes. Can't help but let out a satisfied sigh. Hikari just smiles. Feeling better now? A lot better, yeah. Thanks a lot. You're welcome. You might not want to try chewing the ice cubes in the future. It might be too hard for your teeth. Yeah, I'll keep that in mind in the future. It's just cruel to have you working out there during a heat wave. I just had to do something to help you. Wait, there's a heat wave today? Yes, don't you pay attention to the weather forecast? Apparently I don't. Maybe I should start doing that. Seriously, a heat wave today? Manager would have known about it. He really isn't pleasant to deal with, is he? To say the least. At least it's over for now. It can't be over forever if you want it to be. Let's not go that far, okay? This is my job and I still have to do it no matter how much I hate it. Well, if you really want to. Well, I don't really want to, but I have to. I better change the topic. So you said you were looking for me? I just wanted to have a talk with you. There's nothing wrong with that, is there? Just like Yuki this morning. I guess after that trial, they would want to check up on me. So Taichi, I know that you must feel pressured. That man seems to be constantly annoying you. Why do you choose to work in a place such as this? Like I told Yuki this morning, I didn't have a choice. Oh, you ran into her earlier? Yeah. Unexpected, she is a really nice person. She always worries about other people. Yeah, but we're getting a bit off track. You're right, sorry about that. Don't worry about it. As I was saying, this was the only job that I could find. Everywhere else refused to hire me. Job market is really brutal right now and I didn't do so well in high school. Really? Oh, man. Seriously though, it is a brutal market. I've heard that even part-time positions or any position at all gets at least 200 applicants. It's a horrible time to be looking for positions which don't require previous experience or specific skills. Yeah, every freaking job needs experience, but how do you get experience without actually getting experience? I see. So you're simply doing what you can. Yeah, it's embarrassing to admit that this was the best I could get though. And I owe a lot of money to my dad. Job's a job. Even being a magical girl gets like that sometimes. And you're saying that you owe money to your own father? Yeah, he's helped me a lot in these recent years. Not like he's charging interest, but I feel like that I have to pay it back. He always gets a bit sad when he hears about how I'm doing. It just makes me want to do a bit better, you know? That's a rather hard situation to deal with. but I'm sure you will be able to do your father proud. Yeah, I hope so. I think I'll change the topic now. Why did you become a magical girl anyway? Just like you, I did not have many options open to me. I know what it's like to have your back to the wall and there's nowhere to go. Hear a little bit of sadness in her voice. I am grateful that it's no longer like that. Becoming a magical girl gave me wings. It let me fly far away from the past. Now I live in hope for what the future might bring. She smiles warmly at me. I'm sure that once you become a proper magician, you will get wings too, and you won't ever have to face that manager again. Sounds too good to be true. I've only been working here for a few days and I can't stand him. I only spoke to him for a few minutes and that was all I could take. We both laughed together. But it's then that I noticed something dripping from the ceiling. Something sticky and see-through. Ceiling? What are you talking about? We're in the outside. This is Taichi. Move, you're not strong enough to fight one of these yet. He shoves me out of the way. A rain of slime drips from the ceiling. Oh no, don't tell me. What is it doing? No, not there. Damn it, not again. I better get her out of there fast. These slimes. There's something else. Man, these slimes are just very lewd. After all the incidents lately, I'm now waiting for those two to show up. Sure enough, I see something sparkling in the distance, and the two of them land in front of me in a shower of light sparkles and love hearts. Here we are, Sakura and Yuki. You really do know how to make an entrance. Practice, you have to look good when you're fighting Evo. That is right. So what's the next part of my training or whatever? We're going to take you to our secret base. We can give you a specially made magician's wand there. Secret base? Well, of course I wouldn't know about a secret base. Just how many resources are behind these two and their operations. That's right, that's where we retreat when we need to recover. Everyone needs somewhere to rest after a long day at work. You are absolutely correct. How are we going to get there? Please don't tell me we have to fly again. Yes, sorry, but it's the only way. Fine. Hurry up. Offer my hands. No, we won't be doing it like that again. What we need is speed. You must exit the atmosphere if you want to make it. The atmosphere? Wait, just how fast would that be? Don't worry about the details. You'll be fine. Just believe in us and in yourself. Before I can say anything else, I already feel myself floating. I don't know how fast I'm going, but it's like the entire sky is passing me by at every moment. In the distance, I see a tiny speck of something. It sparkles brightly as the entire world zooms past my head. It becomes closer and closer, and I brace myself for an impact. Am I still alive? Is there anyone else here? Whoa! Open my eyes to find that I'm standing in a bright pink room. See, that wasn't so bad. Where are we? I know that it seems scary, but no one's ever died due to that maneuver. So what now? I just want to forget what happened. Oh yeah, we have to put you forward to our employer. They do a lot of good work around the world. Both of them clapped their hands together. Hey, we've got a new recruit. He's proving to be very promising. Am I supposed to be able to see them? Not exactly. You only get to see our employer once they recognize your talents. I am sorry, Taichi, but you will simply have to wait. Okay then. Turns to a random corner of the room. Yes, we're certain of his capabilities. Yep, he managed to get through the forest with no problem. Whatever conversation is going on, their employer seems to be critical of me. Oh, I see. That really isn't good. Okay, we understand. We'll do our best. They then turn to me. Well, they do not seem to think much of you yet, but we'll prove them wrong somehow. And what wasn't good? It turns out that things are actually a lot worse than we thought around that hotel. The accumulated evil is actually gathering there. The flow of evil is not natural. Something is actually pulling evil towards that hotel. Is it the manager? I have suspicions about who could be doing such a thing. Yame? There couldn't possibly be another culprit. She did tell you how her powers work, didn't she? Yeah, something about being able to control bad karma. Evo! Alright, Evo! What do we do about it then? We either destroy all of it somehow, or we find out what is causing all this evil to gather in one place and destroy it instead. Well, I don't know what I can do, but I'll help out in whatever way I can. I guess I'm throwing my lot in with these two. So can I work with you two or what? Our employer was willing to put you on a trial run. Does a trial run offer any pay? Not as much as you would normally get, but I think it should be enough to keep you satisfied. We told you that our employer is generous, so do not worry. Alright, I guess this is it then. I'm going to become a magician. Well, at least I'm moonlighting as one. This still beats cleaning toilets, I guess. Anyway, you need your wand. Both of them clap their hands together. Love, show him the totem of his potential. Love, let him wield his own courage. A brightly colored cloud of smoke poofs in my face. When it clears, I see. Ah, the wand of the rogue wizard. You're very lucky. Rogue wizard? It lets you use any magic you can imagine. But you will have to train yourself in its use. We can't really help you. Oh my god, anything? All I see is a thin, plain stick. It's better than nothing, I guess. After some time, I think I'm finally getting the hang of casting magic. I guess it's sort of like working a muscle. Maybe that's enough for today. Is it ever truly enough? You know you could just say hello like a normal person would. And you could stop talking to yourself when you think you're alone. I've seen that you're becoming a good friend with those two. And they even got you a wand. How sweet of them. Are you mad at me? Not at all. By making you mine after you become theirs, that's going to make this even better for me. You're just too cute when you're flirting with you. Will you stop making fun of me? Who said I was doing that? You have a very sincere charm to you. Sure. She wanders over to me, pressing up against me. What have you got there? Aren't you a bit close? Aren't you a bit far? She pushes up even more against me. Let me have a look at that wand. No. You don't have a choice, boy. Wand flies out of my hand. She holds it and examines it closely. Oh my, what a thin wand. To my surprise, she puts it in between her cleavage. Look at that, it just disappeared into it. Stop that already. She just gives me a sultry smile. Let me see more of your flustered face. Her tongue flicks out and just barely touches its tip. My, look how wet it is. A dirty wand for a dirty magician. I just simply put my hand out and patiently wait for her to return it. So insistent, boy. Has no one ever told you how to say please? You're going to have to learn that you have to ask your mistress for permission. I want it back now. Now that is certainly forceful and manly. She gradually pulls the wand out and offers it to me. I did not suspect that you would be given such a rare wand. Aren't you a lucky boy? I snatch it out of her hands. Oh my, we are a bit rude today. Enough about that. I need to ask you something. Suppose I can indulge you on one question. The other two said that there was bad karma accumulating in this place. They said you were the cause, but... And you wanted me to tell you otherwise? Yeah. How nice of you to believe in me, boy. I assure you that the buildup has nothing to do with me. There is a powerful entity here which is gathering the bad karma into one place. The manager! Even I am having trouble stemming the flow of bad karma into this place. I'm glad to hear that. Are you? Bad karma is negative emotion. I told you this before, didn't I? A complete and utter disaster could occur if there's too much of it. And you're inevitably going to be involved with that. So aren't you worried at all? Well, you put it that way, who wouldn't be worried? No one that is saying that is for certain. Are you going to face it? What other choice do I have? You could leave. Not really. Are you sure about that? Yeah, I'm sure. What I was thinking was that if I could do something to help, then don't I have an obligation to? You don't have an obligation to do anything. What you do is entirely up to you. That is how I've approached life. Walk your own path, follow your own ambitions, embrace who you truly are. Right, I'll try to remember that. She nods in approval. I would be very happy if you did just that. Are you satisfied with my answer, boy? Pretty much. Surely you have some doubts about me. Well, you're annoying and keep hitting on me for no reason. But I don't think you're evil. Even if you're a bit annoying with your flirting. There's a raging dirtiness hiding underneath that tough guy exterior. I know that for certain. Prove it then. I do not need to prove anything. Your eyes give away your true intentions. I swear, boy. Are you ever going to be honest with your own feelings? It will do a world of good to simply be honest with who you are. Remember it well. We will be seeing each other again soon. I hope that your potential as a magician has gotten better by that time. Dark vapors surround her and she disappears into the air. I swear, you're such a pain. Yeah, a pain, but insanely attractive too. I'm going to have to be careful. I might just end up falling into the palm of her hand. The other two definitely wouldn't approve of that. Whoa! After about a week, I find that I'm getting the hang of being a magician. Using magic isn't so hard, but mastering it is. Yuki and Hikari have been really helpful. Yame has also been giving me some private lessons. I can now come to this magical girl retreat of my own will. You'll find the trip here terrifying though. Last time I saw to the sky, I saw some sort of shiny metallic object passing me by. It must have either been a satellite or a UFO. What I'm hoping for was that it was a satellite. On top of all the other revelations I've had recently, I don't want to know that aliens actually exist too. I don't know how those two are so well adjusted to the weird things they deal with every day. It must just be time that enables them to adjust to it. Dad recently called me about the job too. I told him that I was going great. Well, while I wasn't working as a cleaner, it's true that I've been doing well. I can't help but notice how tired he sounds these days. Oh well, I'll pay him back with interest once I become a full-fledged magician. Everything's going to work out just fine. On another note, whoever Hikari's and Yuki's employer is, they've been critical of me the entire time. I can hear it every time either the girls speak with them. Not that I expected any different, I've never gotten along well with figures of authority. But I did actually get my first paycheck this week. It's only a little bit more than what I would have made as a cleaner. Oh well, not much I can do about that. The job has its risks, but this definitely beats scrubbing the toilet of a hotel room. Hey Taichi, have you got a moment? I hear the static of magical communication ring in my head. It's still very disorienting even though I've been hearing a lot of it this week. Hey, what's up? There is a boat cruise scheduled for today. We're going to be patrolling the waters for slimes and vines. A boat cruise? Can't you just use your magic to fly? We could, but that would be impractical. Why waste all of that magical energy when we could just use a boat? Right. Something tells me that isn't their real motive at all. So you need me to come there soon? Yes, please come as soon as you can. We'll need every pair of eyes we can get on this cruise. Alright, I'll be there right away to this cruise. Stay safe until then. Don't worry about us. Yes, you can trust us, Taichi. Let's meet up in the hotel lobby before we head out. Got it. Just give me a few minutes to get ready. Very well. Well, yes, I'm going on a cruise today. Not that I'm complaining, it should be a lot of fun. I'm still waiting near the hotel for them to turn up. It's then that I hear the sound of someone waddling towards me. Hey, Taichi, you've been doing a great job. Those rooms are the cleanest I've ever seen. Oh, I don't even know. Something about him isn't quite right. Are you okay? Am I okay? I'm feeling better than I ever have, in fact. I don't really want to admit it, but maybe I was a bit annoying before. Okay, something is definitely wrong here. There's no way that the manager would have this kind of humility. How about room 107A? You did a stellar job in there. Yeah, it was a bit hard. You should have seen the state it was in when I got there. Even when he's like this, he's still kind of annoying. At least he isn't taking constant jabs at me for petty things anymore. What about those two cute cleaners who you always work with? I think their names were Suki and Mary. Yeah, that's their names. He's definitely been mind scrambled or something. Well, whoever they are, they're also amazing cleaners. I've been thinking about getting all three of you a promotion. Do you know how long those two have been here? Come on, everyone knows that you three have been working here for years. This might be a problem. Dad might call him and notice that there's a bit of a gap in his memory. It's then that I see a small sparkle in his eyes. Oops, sorry, that's not quite right, is it? Those two have been working here for years, but you've only been here for a little over a week. Someone must have corrected his new memories. So sorry, Taichi, I keep getting things like that wrong all the time. It's okay, really. Anyway, make sure that you keep doing a great job. I'm going to put a bonus in your paycheck this week. That's not necessary. It's fine. Well, of course it's not necessary, but it's important to reward people who put in hard work. I've got to go off and make sure those other employees aren't causing any trouble around here. He let out a heavy sigh, but we'll find a way to whip them into shape. Yeah, for sure. As much as I hated this guy, this is just too much. Now then, I'm off. Keep doing your best, Taichi. He waddles off again. I really have to talk to those two about this. About what? Is there a problem? Manager, what did you do to him? Just implanted a few false memories and gave him a new outlook on life. Did you know that he's actually getting exercise now? His whole life is going to turn around. That's great and all, but he isn't really going to send me a paycheck, is he? Well, if you don't want it, that's fine. Fair work for fair pay, right? Honestly, I'd feel guilty if I actually took that money. So are we ready for this cruise? 110% ready. Stand ready to destroy the fiends at sea, and perhaps enjoy the cruise along the way. I think I know which one of those things has a higher priority to her. Ooh, a cruise! With all three of us on board, the ship sets off. The two of them stare at the lapping ocean waves with delight. I can see sea turtles, and look at all those fish. Wait until we get further out. There should be a massive coral reef just offshore. Do you like the coast, Taichi? I love it, to be honest. I used to go down to the coast all the time with my dad. He would take me fishing because he thought it would teach me patience. Did it? Not really. I often get so bored that I would start doodling in a notebook. But it was fun nonetheless. Sounds like you really loved your dad. I really do. Once I pay him back the money I owe him, everything's going to be alright. I just want him to not look so sad anymore. I'm sure he won't. I only hope that that's the case. So I just want to know, how long have you two been working together? Ever since we both became magical girls. That was many years ago. Ever since then, we've been helping each other destroy evil wherever we can find it. I like to think that we've been doing a great job together. And you both train under the same master? You said before that it was hard to train someone else in the use of their wand. It is difficult in your case. With both of us, it was clear-cut with our abilities were and how to train them. That's correct. The wand of the rogue wizard can only be self-taught. Right, I see. Your master still around? She retired from the business. If she is still around, we haven't heard from her in a long time. Yeah, I wonder if she's doing okay. I see. That's kind of rough. Don't worry, it doesn't get me down. If I let that sort of thing trouble my heart, it will interfere with my duties. That's right, we have to be optimistic and not be burdened with the past. Can't stand how sugary their talk is, but somehow it makes me feel reassured. If only I could be as pure-hearted as they are. Excuse me for a minute. I need to search the ship. Kari heads off to the lower deck. Then that a particularly large wave smacks against the side of the ship. Oh. Apparently, getting a huge wave that just smacks against the side of the ship just makes Yuki all wet. All wet all over. Whew! Well, I'm going to end the episode here, everybody. Yuki is wet, and that's awesome. So if you guys enjoyed this long episode of Sakura Magical Girls, please slime that like button and subscribe down below for more awesome videos. And don't forget to hit that bell too. Thank you everybody for watching this episode, and you will hear me in the next one. Goodbye!